Hi guys, welcome back to another Matchbox Garage video. I'm Rob and today I shall be attempting to take this budgie Austin A95 Westminster Countryman from shabby to shiny. I believe this is the fourth in the, well, shall we call it the Farmer Shaun series. Farmer Shaun, a local farmer to me, sent us an unboxing a couple of months ago now, but I believe this is from that unboxing. I'm 99.9% sure, and I'm 99.9% sure this is the fourth one that I've done from that. It's a relatively simple casting. There's no interior glass, but it's charming, I think. And I'm just going to tidy it up today, repaint it, kind of do a bit of a restoration plus, I guess you could say. But yeah, with 2,000 likes, well, this one, it could be yours. So as she drives in there, not very well, the wheels and axles are a little bit rusted. But yeah, she does read underneath here, as I mentioned in the intro, Austin A95, the Westminster Countryman. This is the number 15, of course, made in England. Now what you can't see are the flanges or the rollover posts, the rivets for this one. So what I need to do is try and pop off with my screwdriver. And as you can see, the front there is coming down. Of course, trying to pop this off without damaging, or at least damaging too much. The rear here kind of causing me a little bit more aggro. Of course, what I don't want to do is just force the screwdriver in to damage the wheels or damage any of the bodywork. But I think eventually I get a bit of movement there. And there we have it. So as you can see, what I did do is manage to somewhat bend the base, but we'll fix that later on. But yeah, it's relatively simple. I quite like it actually. You can take these apart and put them back together again. It's just a push in the hole. Perhaps there was some glue that held these into place, but it's a real tight fit, so it's really not needed. But anyway, I've got the main casting here into my foot-long hot dog jar, covered in boiling water, and then in comes a tablespoon of caustic soda. But giving it a little swishy swish before putting it to one side and letting it do its business. And after it cooled for perhaps 5 minutes or so, I dropped in the base there as well. And it's probably been, I want to say, a further 10 minutes. The water is still very hot, but not too touch for me, or not too hot for me not to touch it here. But as you can see, the paint is coming off, and I think we're ready to clean it down the drain. But yeah, we don't have 100% paint removal today, which is a bit of a shame. Probably only around a 95.46%. Ah, there's another chunk there. Make it a clean 95%. And then yeah, the base there. Whilst it was hot and whilst I was rinsing it underneath the hot water, I just against the, I guess, the flat of the sink, I pushed it just with my finger and it flattened out nicely. I was concerned with this that where it had kind of bent one way, that if I was to bend it the other it would snap, but I think with the heat of the water, 100 degrees, it made it kind of just soft enough for me to be able to bend that back with no issue. But yeah, cleaning up my little workstation here with the Dremel. And what I'm going to do is show you a full section of kind of cleaning up this casting. I must admit, depending on the time, usually I would just show the roof section. Whoops. Nearly flew across the table there. But, you know, many people have asked me down in the comments, why don't you show the full casting being cleaned up? Considering this is a relatively simple rebuild or restoration, I thought I'd add it all the way today, or at least the outside. So there's the first pass over the whole of the outside of the casting. Still got the outside to do, and I'll rub it down with some 1200 grit sandpaper and then go over it again. So you should be able to see that it's a little bit smoother there. So now it's time for the base. There's something quite soothing about watching something being cleaned, I think, or polished. But yeah, you can see the centre there, and the remainder just needs to be done. But we're moving on to a bit of paint now, so we're using the black primer. So this has been gone over a couple of times, like I say, with the 1200 grit sandpaper as well. And then we'll go over with a single coat of this primer. It dries pretty quick, and I was able to overpaint it in about 15 minutes. I'm considering, well, trialling, I guess you could say, selling some of my older, I guess you could say, castings. Going to set up a little eBay channel, so hopefully you'll see that soon, a link to some cars that I've done if you fancied one for yourself. But yeah, I'll update you guys once it's all ready. I have uploaded it, to be honest, to eBay, but they're not showing up for some reason. Supposedly, doing a bit of research, you've got to wait 24 hours or something, but yeah, I'll update soon. But anyway, we're painting it with the orange again. I don't have the orange in the Vallejo, kind of just the basic range, but yeah, relatively easy. Probably around 80% of the yellow, and then yeah, just a little drop of red to bring it up. I haven't tried to colour match it. I just made an orange that I liked. I eventually went with 3 coats, but this is just the first. But anyway, it is now later in the day, so we got this polished base and the cleaned up wheels and chrome those hubcaps and bumpers as front and rear. And then yeah, this has also had a clear coat, a little bit of chrome work there on the front, some red rear lights and a black number plate. But I'll put these just two pieces back together, but a little reminder of what she looked like. So this is the result. I think it's a lovely little thing. I think the chrome around the front there, just on that grille and headlights, and of course the front bumper there, and a couple of little chrome accents on the side with the wheel hubs and the door handles. And then coming around the back, of course, you've got the rear lights and that rear number plate. You know, I could consider trying to find and adapt an interior glass to this, but it has a certain charm to it. You know, 95% of the cars that I do have interiors and interior glass, so you know, I'll leave this one as it was intended, but just with a few little extras, which I hope you like. But anyway, of course, do remember with 2,000 likes, it could be yours. But massive thanks again to my amazing patrons. Cheers, guys. And thanks for everybody else for watching. Hopefully you're keeping safe, and I'll see you soon on the next.